So you're excited after all?
I guess. A little.
That's a nice change of pace. Your bag looks pretty bulky. What have you got in there?
My notebook.
Casey.
I'm still gonna help. I'll help and I'll write my article. I don't get why it's such a big deal.
It's a distraction. You've always got your nose in that thing. Casey, look, I need your cooperation. Your help today.
But why me?
Why you? I need help. You're on holiday. Plus, I gave birth to you, so you owe me one.
Gross, Mum.
Imagine if you were stuck in bed all day. No one coming to visit you, not even your family.
Heaven.
Pardon? It's only for a few days. Just be good, please.
Give me a sec. All good now. See you later, Mrs. Beaumaris.
Thanks, Ted.
So what are you going to be up to?
I'm helping my mum.
Mrs. B, good luck.
Casey, come on. We've got a long day ahead of us. There'll be no time for dawdling. All right. Here we are.
Now, who are you?
Casey.
I'm Casey. Wonderful name. Very original. I'm Esther. Nice to meet you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to go solve a mystery about a goat.
Casey, come here.
She said she's up for it.
Right, okay. All right. Lily, this is Casey.
Hi, Casey.
I'll be busy in the general ward, so come see Lily if you need anything. Now, your job is to go to each of the patients' rooms and spend some time with them. Oh, Lily, did you find a spare fob watch?
Yeah, I think so. It's here somewhere.
See if the patients need anything, but otherwise just give them a bit of company. Got that?
Yep, found it.
Great. All right. Catch you later, Case.
Bye, Mum.
Okay, here you go. You can use it to keep track of the time. A lot goes on in a hospital. You can't be everywhere at once. I'll be busy today, so you're going to have to choose how you spend your own time.
What do you do?
Oh, me? Well, I'm a nurse, so some days it feels like a bit of everything. A lot of everything. When Joni quit, she left some big shoes to fill. The main thing is we've got to make sure the patients don't feel neglected. All right. Now, Mrs. Vaughan's room is just down the hall. That's a good place to start. She's really friendly. If I'm not off doing something, I'm usually just here. So head back anytime you need help.
Casey Beaumaris. My, you must have grown a mile a minute since I last saw you. How tall you've grown.
Nice to see you, Mrs. Vaughan.
Ida. Please, Ida. We're all friends here. Welcome to the hospital. Come in, please. Make yourself at home.
There was a nurse that quit recently. Joni?
Oh, I haven't heard that name in a little while. Yes, Joni.
What was she like?
She was funny, that's for sure. Whenever you went by the nurse's station, one of them would be giggling. About what, I never knew.
Who would Joni be laughing with at the nurse's station?
Oh, well, Joe. Joni and Joe. Those two were thick as thieves.
Do you know why she quit?
No, I don't. Well, I could guess at it, I suppose. She didn't seem very happy here. She was under a lot of stress.
I wonder where she is now.
Me too. Hopefully she's found something she's happier with.
Back, Mrs. Vaughan. Hi there, Casey. Want to top up?
Oh, yes, please.
How are you two getting on?
Very good.
Good stuff.
Thank you, dear.
All right. I'll see you later today, Mrs. Vaughan. You too, Casey.
Bye-bye.
I wanted to ask about the people who work here, other than Mum.
Oh, well, I know a few of them. There's the nurses, Ted, who runs the shuttle, Devon the cook. Then there's Dr. Shen and... oh, who is it? Dr. Alavi, and the director, of course, Mr. Pettigrew.
I haven't seen any doctors.
Oh, they only come this way when they're needed. Usually they're in one of the other wards. Dr. Shen shares an office with your mum, the one just down the hall. You might catch her in it occasionally.
Thanks.
You're welcome, dear. It was like a little memory test.
Do you know anything about this airship?
A little, I suppose.
I'm writing an article about the airship. I'm going to discover its mysteries and reveal them to the world.
Oh, how thrilling. What would you like to know?
Do you know where it came from?
Not really, unfortunately. I mean, the brochure said that it used to be a luxury German airliner. Oh, Mr. Bruce would be a good person to ask. He was a passenger on the ship, I believe, back when it was in commission. His room is on the level below this one, in the same spot, I think.
This feels weird.
What does, dear?
Just, I don't know. Are you okay with me being in your room?
Oh, of course. Let me let you in on a secret. We oldies love company. We'll just tell you if we want some time to ourselves.
All right. That makes sense. Thanks.
Not a worry.
What was your childhood like?
Oh, My childhood. Let me think. It was quite a while ago now. What do you want to know?
Did you go to school?
School? Oh, no. There were no schools around here back then. Only farms and mines.
What was your family like?
My family. All right, give me a moment. Well, my father worked in the coal mines. That's why we came down here. My family. My mum was busy all the time. By the time I was born, there were 4 of us. Soon to be more on the way. I don't know how she did it.
What was your dad like?
Dad? Well, he was a good man, a hard man. Before here, he was up in Kalgoorlie. We couldn't be with him then. It was too remote. Down here, he said, everything was soft and easy. Only a few miles to the beach. That's from where we lived back then. Papers come on the day they're printed. He treated us kids like city folk.
What was your mum like?
I loved her. But is it strange to tell you that I didn't really know her? Between raising 7 children, tending our garden and animals, clothing, meals, church on Sunday, she passed when I was in my 20s, sad to say. Same as my father. But he passed from black lung.
I might go and have a look around.
Okay then. I'll see you later, dear.
What?
Dr. Bouchard?
What are you here for? Time to turn me sunny side up?
What do you mean?
I mean, what is your purpose here?
I'm here with my mum.
Well, you're in the wrong room.
Why do you think that?
There's no other explanation as to why you're bothering me.
I'm just meant to come to visit and keep people company.
Well, I have no desire for company. Good day.
Hi, Esther.
Who is there? You are not a nurse.
I'm, Casey.
I am Mr. Bruce. You may sit, if you'd like.
Guten Tag, Mr. Bruce.
Guten Morgen, Mrs. Fitzgerald.
Ah, I see you have a visitor. Now, Mr. Bruce, how are you doing?
I'm preparing to rest.
Ah, good. Very good. You were in the cafe last night, right?
Yesterday, in the evening?
Mr. Bloody Fork, utterly bromidic.
Perhaps I was not present.
Oh, well, I was sitting down to dinner, as per usual pea and ham, minding my own business. A couple of minutes go by, and Mr. Fork plops down at the next table. Now, I happen to know Mr. Fork is an Aquarius, and I happened to read his horoscope in the weekly just beforehand. Before dinner last night, that is. So I tried to pass on the good news, and well...
Well?
He went off.
Mr. Falk?
Right off. He was yelling, he was shouting, not very loudly, I suppose, but he clearly didn't believe a word I was saying.
I see.
He said horoscopes were nonsense. Can you believe it? Nonsense. I told him my horoscope has been accurate for 79 days. Consecutive. Then he said, well, I was just seeing what I wanted to see. And then I said, what about Nostradamus?
Yes.
Nostradamus, predicting the start of the First War and then the end of the Second. Well, I couldn't abide it, Mr. Bruce. Couldn't abide. I walked right off. Didn't even finish my peas.
Mrs.
Mr. Bruce, you're a learned man. Continental man. You have faith in Nostradamus, of course.
Miss Fitzgerald?
I just, I know you believe me, but if I were you, I'd keep a lid on it around Mr. Fork. That is, if you don't want your patient sorely tried.
Mrs. Fitzgerald,
What is it?
I must, rest.
Of course. No need to tell me twice. I'll leave you to your nap, Mr. Bruce.
Young lady,
Yes?
are you not bored?
Not really. It's relaxing.
Please do not feel obligated to spend your time.
Why do you think that?
When I was a child, I had no patience for old fools.
You're not a fool.
You do not know me. There are other residents who you might accompany.
Who?
Dr. Bouchard, she suffers.
What is she suffering from?
Cancer.
I wanted to ask you about the airship.
The Gräfin Isabella. I know some. I would voyage upon the Bella before the war when I was young. Perhaps ask me more after my rest.
Oh, okay.
The boy, Theodore, he knows much of the sheep.
Thanks, Mr. Bruce. I might leave you for now. I'll be back later.
Very well.
Hi again.
Who are you?
Casey. My mum works here, Mrs. Beaumaris.
Ah, the head proctor. And I suppose she sent you to keep an eye on me.
Why would you think that?
Oh.
Are you alright?
I'm perfectly fine, thank you. I just haven't been given my medicine yet. Now, why are you in my room?
I meant to spend time with you, with each of the patients.
Well, in that case, come in already. Have a seat over there. Don't mind me. I'm just battling this confounded puzzle. Sure-footed mountain goat. 4 letters.
The mountain goat?
What? You've got it?
That was what you were talking about this morning.
Oh. Did I say the answer too?
Nope.
Well, that's very helpful. This just won't do. The staff here are intolerably inefficient. Have you seen them? Just strolling about. What if there was an emergency?
Did you know Joni?
Joe? He's a nurse here.
Not Joe. Joni.
Oh, Joni. Hopeless nurse. Nice enough, but absolutely hopeless.
Do you know why she quit?
Well, I could hazard a guess or two, but I doubt anybody aboard knows for sure.
Where is Joni now?
Well, I may be able to find out, but in order for me to do so, you need to leave.
Why?
If I could tell you, you wouldn't need to leave, would you? Go on, skadoodle.
Hey, Case. Oh, hey.
Now, Esther, you only need to press your button once. One of us will see to you eventually.
Eventually? Ha! I'll die eventually.
What do you need?
I need my pills.
Joe's already given you your medicine this morning.
Codswallop, I need my pills.
Those pills are powerful painkillers. You can't have another dose till after lunch.
There was no first dose. This is medical malpractice. You know, I haven't seen a doctor in over a week, and now you're not giving me my pills.
We already gave them to you this morning. It's in the records.
Anyway, that stuff you give me is a joke. It does nothing for the pain. or for the nausea. This vessel's eternal bobbing and swaying. I swear it wasn't like this when I arrived. Shoddy workmanship, I say.
I'll let Dr. Shen know you've been having some motion sickness. Anything else for right now?
Orange juice.
What's the magic word?
What am I, an infant?
No one's too old for manners.
Oh, and now I'm too old, am I?
Just the orange juice then.
Yes, and thanking you. Bloody juice is all I get. Maybe I'll choke on it. That'd teach 'em. Poor Esther. What happened? Poor Esther. Who am I kidding? I could die right here in this bed and they wouldn't notice till my account dried up. Back already, eh?
Yes.
Well, you seem to have taken a keen interest in my goings-on. You can come in, I suppose.
Mrs. Esther?
I didn't tell you to call me Mrs., and I don't want it. I'm done with being a Mrs.
Why?
My own bloody reasons, Pokey Polly. Never got much out of it anyway. Well, what is it?
What do you know about the airship?
What business is it of yours?
I'm writing an article.
Are you now?
I'm a journalist.
I'm sure you are.
I want to uncover the mystery. The mystery of the ship.
Be careful, Missy. Set out to discover a mystery. The mystery might discover you.
Is it a secret?
There are plenty of secrets around here. Secrets in the present, secrets of the past. The future's the only thing that's clear, really. Forget what I said. I know diddly squat about this place, except it's staffed by nitwits.
All right, Esther. Here's your juice.
Pays to have you around here, kid. Compared to yesterday, that was as quick as a flash.
Oh, is that the case? Well then, perhaps Katie should have the juice.
Can I have some?
How dare you?
Sorry, Casey. This is for Esther.
Too right, stealing juice from a frail old lady. Not that I am a frail old lady, but I could have been.
Anything else?
Of course, but nothing you'll do.
We'll be back in the afternoon with your next dose. Goodbye, Mrs. Fitzgerald. See you, Casey.
Excuse me.
Yes?
How long did you say you'd be around?
Mum said it should be 3 days.
Oh, well, I won't keep you. Off you go. Bye-bye.
They'll be arriving in just 2 days. I must give our friendly fishermen a crash course in etiquette. And old. How old was he?
76.
Oh, well, that is getting on.
He was going to be 77 on Sunday.
Poor fella. God, he seemed so healthy.
He was.
God, I've got to, does everyone know?
Oh, I'm not sure, actually.
I see. I must, it is time for lunch, I suppose. Yes.
Oh, shoot. I've got to take Miss Hummel to lunch.
I've got it covered here. You go ahead.
Oh, hey, Casey. It's just about lunchtime. Want to come with me? I've just got to grab Miss Hummel. Then we can go down.
Sure.
Is that Mrs. Fitzgerald?
I choose to neither confirm nor deny.
I need to mark you off, Mrs. Fitzgerald.
Well, mark off P and ham.
All right, all right.
Of course. Miss Hummel isn't in her room. We'll have to go look for her. Ah, there you are. Hi, Tommy. Come on with us. It's time for lunch. Okay, here we go. This is Miss Hummel. Tony.
Hi, Miss Hummel.
Miss Hummel is non-verbal. She doesn't speak with us, but she enjoys company and conversation. So don't hesitate to spend some time with her if you get a chance.
All right.
Good stuff.
Oh, I am sorry.
Didn't I tell you to stop apologising?
It's just that I'm sad about our dear friend, his passing last night.
What? Who are you talking about?
Oh dear,
You wait here for a bit, please, Tommy. All right, let's go order some food.
Dead as a doornail, or so.
Oh. Oh. Well, we had that tiff yesterday.
All right, so this is where you order food. This is the intercom, and say hi, Devon.
What?
Oh, oops.
That you, Lily?
Yes, it's me. Sorry, I'm just... Casey's here. I'm showing her how to order.
Hi, Casey.
Hi.
Very well. When you're ready.
Okay, so you can order anything off the menu. Unfortunately, it's all
Sorry
soup.
that's all soup. We're still getting the kitchen fitted out.
But it's good.
though. Hearty.
The options are on the menu on the wall. Just order when you're ready.
I'd like tomato soup, please.
Coming right up.
It usually doesn't take too long. Ah, it's on its way. There you go. Now, I've got to look after Miss Hummel. Feel free to come sit with us, or you can find somewhere else to sit and eat.
But there was a certain...
Could you send Tomy's up next?
Already on it.
Thanks, Dev.
All good.
Oh, hello there. And who might you be?
I'm Casey.
Ruth's girl.
Oh, very good, very good. Mr. Avery at your service. Would you...
We'll see you later, dear.
Ah, yes. Find me in the afternoon. We'll have a good old chat.
sit down.
Thanks.
What do you
Hey, Lil. Hi, Casey. How's the morning been?
It's been good.
Good to hear. Have you been doing as you're told?
Nobody's really asked for anything. I've just been talking with them.
Just remember, Case, you're here to help.
I will.
Good. There's a lot that goes on up here, more than you might realise. You need to keep your nose out of those books to see it. All right, I've got to get back to it. I'll see you up at the shuttle at 6. See you then. See you, Lil.
Oh, bye, Mrs. B.
She's hiding something.
Is there a way I could help with Miss Hummel?
Oh, just spending time with her is great. Oh, if you notice her watering can is empty, you could refill it. But otherwise, keep an eye on her perhaps, especially if she's out of her room unattended.
Sunday was to be his birthday.
I went to see Dr. Bouchard.
Ah, yes.
Do you know why she would be angry with me?
Oh, she's gotten a prognosis recently. It was worse than any of us expected. She's taking it hard.
Can't you help her?
She wants to stay lucid, aware. She's in a lot of pain, even with the meds. We're doing what we can.
What was the prognosis?
I think I'll leave it to her to talk about the specifics, if she'd like to share.
She doesn't seem happy here.
She complains about it quite a bit, doesn't she? I've got to get back to it. Casey, she might not want company now, but if you're able to, check in on her every now and then. I'll do the same.
Do you know who Joni is?
Joni? Joni was a nurse here. She quit a couple of weeks back. Well, I say quit, but she just stopped showing up, I guess.
Do you know why Joni quit?
Oh, I don't know. Jo might. I never got to meet her.
I might go for now.
Oh, sure. We'll see you later.
Enjoy your lunch.
I see. May God rest his soul.
I suppose you don't have anything else to add?
I didn't know him so well.
No. Well, me either. But I certainly didn't wish any harm upon him. You know me, wouldn't hurt a fly. But I had my disagreements with him, certainly. And you...
I wish him rest.
What I'm saying is, you two
Rest
so...
and peace.
Well, it's very irregular, you know.
In what regard?
Well, because, well, his stars, they were very auspiciously aligned. It's rather strange indeed, come to think of it. I'm going to have another squiz at my charts. Just doesn't line up.
Good day.
Hi again, Mr. Bruce.
Hello again. I apologize. I confess I have forgotten your name already.
That's okay. It's Casey.
Casey. Thank you. Casey. Casey.
Mr. Falk, the man who,
Passed away.
Yes. Were you not friends with each other?
No, he did not enjoy my company.
Do you know why?
We were different.
Okay.
There was also confusion. What do you know about the war?
World War II?
Yes, horror. We cannot imagine Mr. Falk. He fought in the war. When we met, my accent, I believe that he assumed my involvement also.
You didn't like that you were German?
I am Austrian.
You weren't in the war?
We fled England. I did not fight.
Did you ever try to talk to him about it?
No. Many Austrians were involved. It can be understood.
I'm sorry.
Me also.
You've got a lot of stuff.
Gifts from my family.
You've got a lot of paintings.
Yes.
What are they paintings of?
Many are my town of birth, various scenes.
Why haven't you hung them up yet?
That is enough questions. I do not enjoy speaking of the paintings.
Sorry. What's that egg? On the shelf?
Oh, it is a Fabergé.
What's it for?
It is an ornament. It does not contain the surprise. It is missing.
What surprise?
The second piece, hidden inside.
Can I open it?
Yes, you must twist.
find it for you.
It is not here. It was lost on another continent.
That sucks.
Sax? I do not understand.
It's a shame.
Yes, this is life sometimes.
Afternoon, Mr. Bruce. Something came for you. Hey,
Hey,
where do you want it?
Just there will do.
All right. I'll go then.
Thank you.
See ya.
see ya. So you got a parcel today? Do you want me to open it?
No, thank you.
Okay. When did you travel on the airship?
In the early 30s, several times before the war. And then again once 1953.
What was it like back then?
Magnificent. We followed in the footsteps of Ekena, Lehman, Nobile.
Why did you travel on the ship so much?
We performed. Anna would sing.
Who is Anna?
My wife, late, as you say, she has died.
I'm sorry. Were you rich?
Somewhat. My Anna was admired by many. We did not want. It was a long time ago. My memory fades.
Did you know Mr. Folk?
Yes, I knew him.
What was he like?
He was very jolly man, very sure.
Was he sick?
I am not sure. That is enough questions, please.
Okay.
Child, you are how old?
I'm 14.
Ah, 14. Do you... How is your schooling?
It's kind of boring.
A boring necessity.
I guess so.
Any class you enjoy?
I like English. I'm working on the school newspaper.
A paper?
Just the school paper.
A writer?
I'm still learning.
Very good.
I want to wanted to ask you.
Yes?
Could you tell me about her? Your wife?
Anna. She is dead.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Mr. Bruce?
Yes?
Did Esther and Mr. Falk fight a lot?
Nostradamus. I believe so. They are both of strong opinions.
Do you know what they were fighting about?
Mrs. Fitzgerald is a disciple of starmongers.
What's a starmonger?
An astrologist, a believer in stars, their ability to tell our futures. The arguments are not mine to discuss.
Do you know why Joni quit?
Joni?
The nurse. Joni.
Joni, it is familiar. I'm old. My memory.
You don't remember her at all?
I do not remember Joni. I am sorry.
Was Mr. Falk frightened of you?
Perhaps. Perhaps he just didn't like me. I don't always like to talk. Mr. Falk, he liked to talk. And he did not like Germans.
Excuse me, Mr. Bruce.
Yes?
Do you mind if I ask where you're from?
From?
Before Australia.
Well, I was born in Austria. But I spent many years in England, traveling. Then England, my Anna passed. My wife, Anna, then to here.
Mr. Bruce?
Miss Marshall, good afternoon.
And to you. Oh, hi, Casey. I've got your dinner, Mr. Bruce. I've got creamy salmon, one of your favorites.
Indeed.
Is it okay if I go?
Oh, of course. We're close to finished anyway.
Hi, Esther.
You've returned.
I meant to spend some time with you.
Do what you wish, but please stop discussing it with me.
Dr. Bouchard? Do you remember me? You were my doctor once, when I was a little girl.
Lean forward. That hair. Ruth's girl? Casey?
Yeah.
Casey. Why are you here again?
I'm writing an article for the school newspaper.
Why don't you go off and interview someone then? Someone else.
I'm staying.
Suit yourself. Casey,
Yes?
your mother, she works quite closely with Pettigrew, the director of this place.
Yeah, I think so.
Has she said anything about him to you?
What kind of thing?
Anything. What she thinks of him. What he thinks of her. Does he listen to her? Does he respect her experience, authority?
I don't know. She hasn't talked with me about that. Why are you asking me about Mum and Mr. Pettigrew?
Oh, I don't know him very well. I was curious, but I doubt he's much different to how he appears. Never mind.
I'm going to leave.
You don't need to announce it.
Hello, Casey.
What are you doing here?
I watch the afternoon as it becomes sunset. You look Gallic. Your surname, what is it?
Morris.
Beaumaris, like the castle?
Which castle?
I have visited many years ago.
I'll leave you to it.
Goodbye, Miss Casey.
Young Miss Beaumaris, a pleasure to see you again. Do come in. Have a seat.
So, you work here?
Yes, this is my creation space.
Is that a cassette player?
No, this portable dictation machine. Have you ever seen one before?
What does it do?
State of the art, this thing. Magnetic tape, battery operated, the works. I just press this button and say whatever I like. Genius, really. Then I can rewind and play it back anytime I like. Whatever I like. Genius, really. Then I can... What an invention, eh?
But does it play cassettes?
Oh, never mind, child.
What's that mermaid?
Ah, yes. It's a gift from a paramour of mine. She told me to never lose it.
Where was it made?
Denmark. Well, that's what I've always assumed. I never did lose it.
It's lighter than it looks.
Yes. Hollow, I believe.
Did you write all those books?
Oh, these. All my own work.
What are they about?
Oh, varying things. How to be happy, how to be successful. Ultimately, they're guides on how to live.
Are they good?
I hope so. My fans tell me they are. It's hard for me to find much fault myself. But then, well, as you know, you are always your own harshest critic.
Mr. Avery,
Yes, my dear?
can you tell me what you know about the airship?
Ah, curious, are we? Very well. The year 1976. The man, Felix Pettigrew. He saw an opportunity that no one else had seen before. A derelict airship floating above a nowhere town.
Hey, that's my town.
Ah, my sincerest apologies. Within just a few months, he had convinced the town council to convert it to a hospital. And with some clever marketing, he raised capital investment from across the globe. A year later, and here we are, airborne, aboard a modern medical marvel.
Why was it made into a hospital?
Why? Why not? It's lovely up here.
Do you know where it was built?
Oh, you know, Europe somewhere. Mr. Bruce might know. He's Viennese. In any case, thank you, my dear. Your interest in the ship veritably confirms the worthiness of my current literary thrust. Yes.
Hey, Mr. Avery. The man who passed away,
Mr. Falk.
what was he like?
Oh, Hugo. Exemplary. An exemplary character. Extraordinary vigor. Of course, in a hospital. Mortality is not unexpected. However, in a case like that of Mr. Falk, it comes rather more as a shock.
Why was it a shock?
Well, he was a vigorous fellow, as I said, bursting with energy. He had a kind word for any who crossed his path, but nor was he without a fiendish side, a true prankster, As one attains a certain age, one can less and less take for granted such a life force as his.
Were you friends?
Oh, of course. Thick as thieves we were, though he was charming with everyone, and certainly close with Mrs. Vaughan. Nonetheless, I always felt that he and I had a special rapport.
Did he have any family?
Oh, certainly. Falk. Now, I believe that's a Finnish name. He certainly had family here. Been here for 30 years or more, I would heard him say. He'd certainly have family local to the area. Ah, I'd best get back to it, Casey. As my dear friend's example shows, there's not a moment to waste. I have so much in here. I must wrangle it and wrestle it, and inhume it upon that page.
Could Mrs. Thorpe please head to the lost property office on S2?
Mr. Avery,
Up the lift.
did you know Joni?
Joni? Joni? Oh, yes, of course. Where is she? Have you seen her recently?
I never met her.
How do you know her name, then?
Someone mentioned her recently. She quit a few weeks ago?
Oh. Well, I couldn't tell you why. She just up and left, along with 3 of my books. I've been lending her spare copies of a few of my nascent works.
What's she like?
Joni? Well, she's charming, highly intelligent, got along well with most of the residents of the staff. She and Joe were always twittering away behind the desk.
Did she ever talk about what she might do if she left?
Not as such, though she was quite interested in being successful. Having read 3 of my books by now, I'm sure that's exactly what she is.
Do you know who would know more?
Oh, Esther, Mrs. Fitzgerald. She's sharp. She has certain uncanny abilities.
What abilities?
I think she'd prefer to induct you. I'll just say that I, for one, can vouch for Esther's astuteness.
Thanks, Mr. Avery.
Oh, not at all, my dear.
I might leave for the moment.
I see. Very well, my dear.
You're back. Good. In you come. Take a seat.
Do you mind if I have a look at your shelf?
Oh, please do. It's just a bunch of knickknacks, really.
Is this you?
Which? Oh, yes, that's me. And the family.
Your sons?
Yes.
How old are they now?
They're... well... Well, there's my husband Gerald, who has passed, rest his soul. There's Paul on the left there. He's 64 this year. And there's Thomas on the right, who would have turned 60 this year. Rest his soul.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Not at all, dear. That's Toddy.
Hi, Toddy. ask you something about Esther and Mr. Folk?
Oh, well, I suppose. What is it?
I heard that the two of them had a fight yesterday. Sometime recently, anyway.
That's just what they were like. Riling one another up.
Do you know what it was about?
It would have been over some silly thing as per usual. I mean, if I overheard, I didn't catch all the details. I tend to tune out when the two of them go at it, if I'm honest.
Esther seems hard to get along with.
Oh, I don't know about that. She and Mr. Avery get along famously. I think it was just their personalities, to be frank. I think they both enjoyed a bit of antagonism.
Was Mr. Folk mean?
Oh, no, I wouldn't say that. He was just a bit stubborn.
Okay, well, thanks.
Is this for the article?
I haven't decided yet.
Oh, mysterious. Very well, Miss Beaumaris. Keep me in suspense.
Do you know why Dr. Bouchard is so angry?
Ah, so you've met her. Dr. Bouchard. Well, she's in a lot of pain. And according to the doctors, she's got weeks left to live. Poor woman.
Can't they cure her?
Some illnesses don't have a cure, especially at our age.
It's scary.
It's hard to imagine, yes. We've all got to go sometime, but it doesn't lessen the sting when it's your turn.
Casey, to the nurse's station, please.
That's your mum.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Yes, I'll see you then.
There you are. It's past 5. Ted'll be waiting.
Sorry.
Yes, well, I just can't be tracking you down all the time. Let's go then. All right. Let's get home. Damn, I think we're out of leftovers. Oh, I'll throw something together.
I sat with Dr. Bouchard for a bit. I didn't know she was a patient now. She seems angry.
She is.
I spent some time with Mr. Bruce. He talks quite slowly.
Yes, well, he's one of the oldest up there. So, did you see many other patients? You did, didn't you?
Of course. I mean, I did as much as I could.
Listen, Casey, up there you can't half do things. When you're working, you have to focus. Look, just... Maybe I shouldn't have. Never mind. I've got to check these over. Give me a minute.